Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Saccoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
Hey guys, it's your girl Erica here from the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. If you are tuning in, it is Friday. Yay, Friday. Come see me over at the booth if you are in Maine at the Maine AEYC conference. I'd love to connect with you, get a photo, maybe even get you in the director seat to record a mini interview with me. I am very excited. They put me in a great spot right near the registration and the AEYC's membership table. So you'll find me there in that area. I think it's on the first floor. Anyway, so come on over, come see me. Now, if this is your first time tuning in, I'm Erica. I am the host. I am a fun and lively girl who runs childcare centers just like you do. If you are tuning in day after day, I love you, and I want to give you a little bit of love back because you guys love on me so much. So I see you. If you are from Silver Spring, Maryland, you are from Tempe, Arizona, Seattle, Washington, Blanchard, Oklahoma, Murray, Kentucky, Westport, Connecticut, Austin, Texas, Buffalo, New York, Jackson, Florida, and my friends over in Middletown, Rhode Island. Thank you for tuning in this week. I just wanted to give you a little love. So let's get in it today. Whew, that was tongue twister. Let's get into it today. Something every child care leader struggles with, and trust me, I know I have been there, and some days I revisit this page, and that is getting everyone on the same page. Now, here's the truth. Most leaders focus on how well they speak, on delivering clear instructions, on motivating their staff through words, and yes, speaking well matters. But I'm here to tell you, the secret to alignment isn't about more talking. It's about listening to understand. And think about it. How often do we just listen enough to respond, rather than to really hear what someone's saying? How often do we interrupt them or jump to conclusions before the person finishes to speak? Now, trust me, I've been there. My brain is wired. If you can't tell already, I'm on 100 from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. Those of you who hang out with me, especially my coaching girls over in the Trailblazers, they know and they will tell you I never shut up. However, my brain is just wired that way, and I'm very self-aware. And so when I interrupt somebody, which I often do, I will immediately apologize and explain, I am sorry, but I do hear you, and this is what I hear. This is what you said. Am I correct? And I'm usually pretty on with what they have said to me, but there's just like this disconnect between my mouth and my brain. But again, I'm self-aware. So if you are one of those people who do that, be aware and apologize and revisit and put the focus and spotlight back on them. So today we're going to unpack how listening to understand can transform your center. It can help build trust, demonstrate value, and increase your influence, and ultimately getting everyone working towards the same goals. So let's start at the obvious but often overlooked truth. When you genuinely listen to your team and you show them that you matter, think about your staff. When you take the time to hear their ideas, their concerns, or their feedback without interrupting or judging, they feel respected and they feel seen. And here's the magic. People don't just respond to what you say. They also respond to how you make them feel, sometimes even more than what you're saying. And listening to understand is one of the fastest ways to show your team that their voice matters, and that input is valuable and that you truly care. That respect builds trust, and trust is the foundation of alignment. Your team needs to feel heard, and they're more likely to follow your guidance and work towards shared goals. Now, listening to understand also builds your influence. Something you might not think about, but it is one of the most powerful tools of influence that a leader can have. When you listen before speaking, you gain insight. You understand motivations and frustrations and ideas. And when people know you understand them, they are naturally more willing to consider your perspective. It's influence without authority. That's leadership in its purest form. Instead of forcing compliance, you earn commitment. So ask yourself, how influential are you? And not by your title and not by the tasks that are assigned to you, but how well people are willing to follow your lead because they know that you hear them. So evaluate your listening skills, right? How good are your listening skills? And be real. Do you find that you interrupt people before they finish? Do you assume that you know what they mean before asking clarifying questions? As a supervisor or director, it's very easy to get caught up in the fixing problems instead of trying to understand them. But your team notices when you truly listen, and they respond differently. So here's a few quick tips to level up your listening. Pause before responding and really absorb what's said. Ask clarifying questions like, help me understand what you mean by that. And reflect back what you heard to show understanding. So what I am hearing is this. The goal isn't just to hear the words, it's to understand the meaning behind the words and create alignment from that understanding. And implement an open ear policy, not an open door policy, but an open ear policy. That's a huge one. Leaders, I want you to seriously consider an open ear policy. What does that mean? It means making it clear consistently that your team can approach you with questions, ideas, concerns, or feedback anytime, and you'll listen. It means creating a safe space where curiosity and honesty and even disagreement are welcome. Because your staff should never feel like they're walking on eggshells. And let me tell you, some of you directors out there have got your staff like feeling PTSD. And I know that that is true because I have had people come to me and say, I have never had a boss like you. I used to be afraid of my boss. Or anytime my boss called me in the office, I was in trouble. And it was never anything good or any good feedback. They should feel confident that their voice is heard. And because when that happens, alignment naturally happens as well. And here's the kicker. You don't even have to have all the answers. Sometimes just the act of listening alone is enough to move your team forward. So before we finish, I want to take a quick moment to shout out Jackrabbit Care, who keeps childcare leaders like you running smoothly. If you've ever struggled with glitches in your tuition management system, missing payments, or frustrated parents, you know that stress is real. And that's where Jackrabbit Care comes in. They're confident so much that you'll love their platform that they will buy you lunch when you book a free demo using my link. Reliable, user-friendly, and built for centers just like yours. So it's time to let go of each of those tech headaches that we have and focus on your people. The link is below, like always, so check them out. All right, friends, here's your takeaway. If you want your team aligned, engaged, and moving in the same direction, it starts with listening to understand. It starts with showing people that they matter, that you value their input, and being the leader that they trust. And speaking of alignment and growth, I got some great, exciting news for you. We are officially releasing the dates for the 2026 Early Education Empowerment Conference. So mark your calendars, May 7th with the Special Educator Wellness Day on May 10th at Rafa Yoga. If you've never went to Rafa, it is amazing. So many of us went last year, and it was truly a place to unwind. So May 7th and 8th are leadership days. Those are focused on leadership, day-to-day operations. And then the third day, which is May 9th, which is our full day conference, it is all focused on our educators, on the teaching practices, philosophies. We have so much fun in store for you. 50 vendors, sponsors. We're going to have some Pitch at You lightning round sessions as well. Of course, live podcasts, always on the scene. Authors, we just have so much in store for you. I'm not going to release it all today, but you'll hear from keynotes, speakers, all the things. You'll hear them here first on the Childcare Directors Chair podcast. So this is your opportunity to connect, learn, and grow with fellow leaders and educators. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. So again, here's my challenge for you this week. Practice listening to understand in every conversation. Ask questions, don't interrupt, and reflect, and watch how your team begins to move as one. And if you loved our episode, share with a fellow director. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, and let's keep building strong, aligned teams together. Until next time, keep leading with curiosity, care, and an open ear.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Child Care Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Saccoccio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.